Oh, hey over there. How's it going, friends, out in TV land? Hey, it's just me in the studio all by myself, talking to myself tonight, talking to you out there in the camera. I know you're out there. Jess, hi. Candace, hi. Whoever's out there, hi, hello. I'd love it if you do just one thing really quickly. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then if you want to throw me a comment on the video at some point, that's great. I don't quite get them in real time. You're probably a couple minutes behind me, but we're going to do our best. I've got the mic going. I got the music going. I'm going to yell at you for an hour. Should work. If there's any issues, holler at me. Otherwise, go support us on Patreon. We're stoked you're here. Let's get on with it. Start in a standing position. Okay, feet flat. Soften the knees, roll the shoulders out a few times. Let's get them going. Roll them back, roll them forward. Keep moving on the breath. Inhale, exhale. Maybe begin to take those arms out a little wider. Elbows can bend slightly, and then go the other direction. Try to keep it the same. It's a little harder this way. And backwards. Don't try to pretend like you're dancing. That's just weird. Just kidding. Okay, a little more. Get the arms going. Back. Get those arms. Float the palms up toward the sky like you're scooping up to the ceiling. Inhale them all the way up. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. We're in no rush. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Two more. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Full breath in. Exhale, full breath out. One more like that. Exhale. Let's do the legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Now I happen to have my handy dandy blocks here. You don't need them. Bend your knees a few times, right and left. Left and right. Right and left. Left and right. If you get a sticky spot that you're particularly fond of, stay there and stretch that out. Switch sides. Bring yourself up to your shins. Halfway lift. Lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, deepen the fold. Two more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen your fold. One more time. Exhale. Ragdoll with a bounce. Back up to the ceiling. Take your time. When you get there, float the arms up, bop the knees right and left, lengthen up, and then we'll go back forward again. Halfway lifts. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do one more of those. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the fold. Back to the sky, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause here, just take a breath or two. Inhale, snoring sensation. Exhale, HA Haas sound. Using that Ujjayi pranayama to start warming up your body on the inside if you're not already. Optimal temp is, 75-ish degrees. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Soften the knees. Exhale, dive forward from the waist. So now's the time to get somebody else in the room to turn the thermostat up because we're going to sweat tonight, friends. Step it back to plank pose. Rock it side to side, lefts and rights. You're going to see a lot of my belly and all that donut roll there on the top of the hips today. So shift your weight a little forward and a little back. Active through the feet, active through the toes. When you're ready, set the knees down. Let's do a push-up. Back up, 2 more, please. 1 more, using those big muscles just to turn the heat on. Hips back to heels, tuck the toes, press into the fingertips. So hips go back, fingertips pressed, long through the back of the neck, long under the arms. Exhale deeply, roll up through the spine, pause and table, exhale here. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, cat pose, excuse me. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, rounded spine. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Back to a neutral spine. Walk those hands to that modified plank again. This time we're going to push up 1, lift up, flex out that right knee and foot, bring it back down. Inhale, use the exhale to push up. Pick up the left knee and foot. Back down. We'll do 2 more each side. Exhale. Inhale up. Lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Lift the other side. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back up. 1 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back up. Lift the left knee. Hold right here. Inhale, nice long modified plank. And then exhale, hips back to heels, child's pose. I'm gonna take my socks off. So, I hope you guys are doing okay. This whole thing that we're doing down here is, this wasn't my first plan. But I'm sure what you're doing right now is not your first plan either. So if you're out there in the world doing your thing, do the best you can with what you've got. That's always been the rules. Hips up and back, down dog. Let's pedal. Rights and lefts. Shift side to side. All right. Woo. Look forward, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the fold. Back to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna do a couple more sun salutes. Exhale, dive all the way down. Halfway, full breath in. Plant the hands with control, step 1 foot and then 2 foot back. Exhale to lower to the earth, knees can modify. Lift for a backward bend. And then exhale, back and down. Push up, down dog. Thank you, Karen. I got your text. Back of the neck nice and long. Press through the fingers. Look forward, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the fold. Back to the sky, reverse. Reach up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time we're going to throw in fun extra stuff. Reach up, long through the fingers. Exhale, dive forward at the waist. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Plant the hand, step 1 foot. Maybe it's the other one first and the other one back. Okay, this time you know how to do it. So your option is push up, lift 1 foot. Push up, lift the other foot. You can come down to the knees and do the modified version again with 1 knee. And then the other. We're going to come back up 1 more round. Lift 1 foot. Lift 1 foot. All right, knees down, lower down, backward bend. Take your time with this one though. Maybe you want to come up a little higher. Press into the fingers. Don't crane the neck back. Press through the tops of the feet. A little shake side to side. I don't know where all these push-ups are coming from. It's not like I didn't already do push-ups today. Big inhales, friends. And exhales out. So we're making it up as we go, but we're going to try to put as many of these live classes up online. And we'll save the best ones to save for later. Step forward, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Should be warm by now. Exhale, hands to heart center. If you're out there, shoot me a comment on the YouTube video, okay? Inhale, arms up wide and high. Soften the knees, exhale, dive forward. Of course, if you're not close to your phone, halfway lift and lengthen, that's fine too, because you're doing yoga. Okay, right foot, step it back. Let's get straight into high lunge today, friends. Arms and heart come up overhead. I always say that. Seems to be my standard thing. Biceps in line with the ears, back leg long. Squeeze a little more stable through that big right toe. We'll take 2 knees and 2 elbows toward the floor. Inhale back to the sky. Exhale, knees and elbows. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Back up to the top, nice and long. Reach up through the fingertips, and then hands come down to the mat. Push back to down dog, pedal, pedal. Okay, down dog, spread it out a little wider, soften the knees. Hips back to heels, push a few times. Up and back. And then hold. We'll add a little twist. Right hand toward left ankle. Soften the knee, pull a little, and look underneath you. Switch sides. Stabilize through 2 hands. Soften this right knee. Reach for the left hand. You can go ankle, knee. You could reach for the heel. Not important. Or the hip, that's a little harder. Back to neutral, down dog. Roll forward. Exhale, lower down. Backward bend. And then we'll take our time stepping up to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the fold. Back to the sky, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Up and wide. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Left foot steps back. It's a high lunge. Stabilize through the left foot. Squeeze the right hip into its socket. Reach up through the fingertips and the back of the neck. It's 2 knees, 2 elbows. Exhale down. Back up. Exhale down. Back up. Exhale down. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. I think that's more than we did on the first side. Back up nice and tall, and then all the way down to the mat. Push back. This time, we're going to work on that shoulder stability. So I want you to imagine that you're hugging your elbow in and your shoulder into its socket. As you go ahead and lower 1 elbow down, press into it, keep it there. Pick up a foot if you're bored. Foot back down, push into the hand, switch sides, hug that left elbow down toward the floor. Try to keep the right elbow hugging in, up through the tail. Maybe you pick up the left foot. Woo! Push back up into that forearm, 2 hands down dog, and then we'll roll forward once again. Knees come down for modifications, as always. Back to the top of the mat. When we get there, making our way through every breath. You see what I did there is I told you what I was gonna do before I actually wanted to do it. It happens a lot in yoga studios. Apparently it also happens when you're doing it on the YouTubes. Exhale, deepen the fold. Back to the sky, friends. Woo! Exhale. Little dance break. Have fun. Pet your dog. They love you so very much. Arms up wide and high. Exhale, forward fold. This time step that right foot back, and rather than come up into high lunge, let's keep a low lunge. Tuck the toes and rock back, lizard pose, rock front to back. If you happen to have a blocker, a book, a big book, or a small puppy, you can bring your forearms down. Shift the weight front to back, front to back. Lengthen the back of the neck. Squeeze that right leg a little bit more. Deep breath here. Cool, cool, cool. So let's take 2 hands up to 2 blocks. You don't necessarily need them. If you don't have them, I recommend shortening the stance a little bit so you can touch the floor. Spin your heel out, bend toward this right knee, come up on that left heel. We're gonna plant a left hand in front of us, reach right hand to the sky, keep twisting up through the middle of the heart, back of the neck long, through the fingers. Inhale, pull that left heel toward you. Exhale. Exhale, hands down, back to the front of the mat. Move the blocks out of the way, step back, down dog, pedal. Okay, so we're playing around with a few things today. This time, walk the feet out wider. Bounce to the knees, and let's repeat that twist. Right hand underneath, get a hold of it. Then we're gonna save the other side for the other side. So step back to down dog, and then come back to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, make room for the belly. Exhale, deepen the fold. Reverse swan dive, all the way to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift, it's a left foot step back. Lizard pose on this side, blocks or no. You can always come down to the forearm on said blocks. If you guys need blocks, I just so coincidentally happened to order some week before last. So, you know, holler at me. If you're local, I'll deliver them to your house. Shift the weight side to side. Woo! Okay, we gotta go the other direction though. So move the blocks out of the way, shorten your stance if you're coming up to the hands. Bend your left knee, extend your right leg. Right hand to the floor, twist to the left. Squeeze that heel, push down, lift up a little more. Hands down to the front of the mat. Step back to down dog. Widen the stance. This time, left hand to right ankle. Make sure your mat's not gonna move on you, okay? Push down, lift. Shift the weight forward. Pedal it out. We'll take a Vinyasa opportunity. We'll come back to the front of the mat, look forward, take a few steps. Feet can stay wide apart. Nobody says they have to come close together. When you get there, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Back to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's keep it going. Arms up wide and high. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step the right foot back. You can set the knee down this time if you've got a comfortable surface underneath you. Concrete's not ideal. Maybe that's not what you have in your living room or bedroom or fort, wherever you're practicing your yoga. Cactus your arms, upper body back. We're gonna keep twisting, friends. Lengthen the back of the neck and turn to the left. Come back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Two more. Inhale, neutral, nice and long. Exhale, left, press through the right foot. Back to the middle. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Arms will come up overhead. Let's go hands together to the nape of the neck. Elbows press up to the sky. Draw the belly in, press the tail straight down, and lean up to the ceiling. Sternum can move in. Pull yourself back. Exhale, and then inhale, arms up overhead. Push back to down dog. In your down dog, spread the fingers out nice and wide, tuck those thumbs in just a tiny bit. We're just gonna play with shifting the weight to the left foot, hovering the right. It's much easier to send it up to the ceiling because then we can distribute some of that weight over. Just hover your right foot here. Tap it out. Tap it back in. See if your left knee can soften a tiny bit. Tap it out. Tap it back in. Tap it forward. Tap it back in. Maybe tap your right wrist. And back in. Woo! Back to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. I guarantee you my hip flexor on the left side is not going to do that. Exhale, dive forward. Let's find out. Halfway lift. Step the left foot back. Lower the left knee, the top of the foot. Arms come up. Heart moves toward the front of the room. Press through your left big toe. Lengthen the back of the neck. Cactus arms. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Exhale, twist. One more. I think 4 is the number, though I have to admit I wasn't paying as close attention. Back up nice and tall. We get that backward bend again here on this side. Hands to the nape of the neck, elbows up, press down through the top of the foot. Lean back. Thanks for the comments, y'all I see out there. If you haven't commented yet and you're just watching, use those fingers to do something. If you're doing yoga, keep them busy. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Push back to down dog. Finding that strong, stable down dog, long through the spine. Just hover your left foot without shifting the weight too far to the right side. Tap it out. Tap it back in. Tap it out. Try not to lock out the knees here. Tap it back in. You could feel your weight leaving your right hand. Tap it a little more forward. Tap it back in. And then tap the wrist. You're gonna have to shift the weight. Oh, I did it. Back, pedal. Woo, let's throw in a vinyasa. Slide forward. Okay, keep holding this for a little bit. I said vinyasa, but I meant hold plank pose. Same, right? No, they're not the same. When you're ready, knees down, bend the elbows lower down. Backward bend. And then back to down dog. Let's add some more stuff in. Back to the front of the mat though, because that's our pattern today. Step up, half lift. Exhale, fold. Back to the sky. Hands to heart center. See what we got. Hey Lacey, hey Jess, thank you. Okay. Wait, what was that? Aw, you got your 6-year-old? Awesome. Inhale, arms up wide and high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, right foot steps back. We're gonna take that low lunge once again. Release the top of the foot and the knee. Rather than twisting, let's get our side bend, our lateral bend. So this time grab the right wrist with the left hand and head over to the left side of your mat, pulling that right hip forward toward the front. Let's bring our right elbow ever so slightly down toward the right knee, left knee. Twisting across the body. Now see if you can hold this position and tuck your right toes. Press into the right foot, keep that twist, and then come back to high lunge. We'll take the high lunge and then we'll spin out to warrior 2. Plenty of room for adjustments here. I like to pull this right hip slightly down and forward, activate through the feet, but use that right inner thigh to draw it up and in. We're not gonna stay here though, so it's gonna be a cycle with the left leg. Inhale, reverse your warrior, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, push into the middle of your front left foot. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, back through. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale, hold the warrior 2 here and pull those heels toward each other. Squeezing up and in, draw the belly back, rotate the top of the hips toward the back side of your mat. Okay, shorten the stance a little bit and then turn those right toes out, bend your knee. Probably looks like your left side at home, I apologize. YouTube does the mirroring thing, whereas Facebook Live actually switches them for you. So, we were here before though, so this time place the right hand on the floor by the right knee and reach the left hand up to the sky. Keep squeezing this left heel in. We're gonna push over toward the warrior two like we usually do, and then come back to our side lunge. Inhale through, exhale back. One more time. If this knee twinges or says no thank you, you stop. And then we'll come back to the front of the mat, step back to down dog, and pedal it out. Since we're here, let's play with our forearms a little bit again. So come forward to plank. And then as slowly as you can, take your non-dominant arm and place that elbow where your palm is. And then the other one down. Woo! Now can you come back up with the non-dominant arm first? And the other one. Woo-hoo-hoo! Back to down dog. Pedal it out. Look forward, step or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Back to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Other side, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Step your left foot back. Set the knee down, top of the foot. Arms come up overhead, and then it's a side bend again. So grab the left wrist, move over toward the right. Pulling up through the heart sternum, pulling out of the waist, and then begin to turn that elbow toward that knee. Press through that left foot a little bit more. Tuck those toes, hold your revolved twist, and straighten your back leg. Come back up to high lunge, just long enough to adjust out to warrior two. Okay, bend your right knee, press through the heel. Roll the shoulders back, reach out through the wrists. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten that right leg 85.5% of the way. Exhale through to the warrior two. Inhale, back up. Exhale through to the warrior two. Two more. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Hold right here. And then we'll heel toe that left foot in just a tiny bit. Turn those toes out. Head over to your side Skandasana lunge here. It's left hand to floor, right hand to sky. We're twisting toward that extended leg. Press down through the heel. Look up. Hello. There you are. You're back over there now. So not used to not being able to see my students. Reach up. And then we'll come back through that warrior two. Keep that left leg out the way it is, just a gentle push. Actually back over to the left knee. A couple more times. Inhale through. Exhale back. Inhale through. Exhale back. Woo! One more. Hold that lunge for one breath. Pull the heel in, lift up out of the heart. And then we'll step back to the front, back to down dog. Okay, this time it's forearm plank. However you put your elbows down. Hold. Shift your weight slightly forward. Bend your knees enough so that they're not just locked out. That's helping to hold you up by not using the muscles the way that they could be used. Shift the weight. Tap one toe out and back in. One toe out, back in. We're gonna do one more. Go as far as you can go. Back in, out, back in. Knees down. Woo, Sphinx pose. Fun time. So we're at the halfway point of the hour. If you're here now or if you're tuning in later, This is the point where at home you check out for sure. It's hard enough in the yoga studio to stay focused when you got somebody up here shouting at you, but at home, all the distractions become a little more intense. So if you have the ability to stay, stay. Big inhale, big exhale. Push down, lift up a little more, squeeze the legs, press through the pubic bone. Oh yeah. And then bring the belly to the mat. You take an interlude, bend your right elbow, bend the left knee. Get that supine twist. Oh my goodness. Woo! That's tight from them push-ups. We don't want to undo too much of that newfound bicep strength. So just a little bit more pec minor action. If you haven't switched sides, that's what I did there. Woo. Back into center, friends. Don't forget, push up, down dog, we're doing yoga. Or something. Step up. Woo. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen your fold. Reverse to the sky. Woo, new comments. What do they say? Hey, thank you, AM Kim. Thank you, Jessica. Thanks, Michelle. I'm glad y'all are here. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Hang in there. Inhale, arms up wide and high. Bend the knees and come down to chair pose. Arms can come back down to heart center. So rather than leaning so far forward, just to get that elbow to the knee, see if you can stay up out of your chair pose and lean a little bit back. We're just gonna turn the body 90 degrees to the right. Now I want you to shift your weight into your right foot. Hover the left foot. Come back into center. Turn the body 90 degrees to the left. Keep two hips kind of pointing forward, two knees pointing forward, and then shift the weight and hover the right foot. Back into center, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Hold here, exhale. Drop the hips. Bring the arms back up for chair pose, this time using the heart to lift you up a little more out of the waist. Draw the tail under, sit down a little bit more. Hands to heart center, twist, turn to the right. Pick up the left foot. Tap it out to the left. Bring it back into center. Tap it in front of you. Bring it back in. Tap it behind you. I lost it, friends. And bring it back up. Back into center. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Drop the hips, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Hands to heart center. Turn to the left. Shift your weight into the left foot. We'll pick up that right foot, tap it out to the side. Bring it back in. Tap the heel in front of you. Bring it back in. Tap the toe behind you. Back in, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Playing with our balance a little different. Make your way back to downward dog. Oh. Woo. However you get there. We're going to take a little bit more of that lateral movement with some twist. So let's take left foot, front of the mat. We'll end up in that warrior two stance here with the feet and arms out. Let's go. Left hand to the sky, right hand down behind you. If that doesn't look like that on YouTube, I apologize. And then this hand comes behind the head. Forgot what I was doing there. Lift up through the elbow and bring that elbow down and forward. Press through 2 feet. Keep pressing the elbow away from you as you round through the torso toward your hips. Inhale, back up, re-extend the arm. Exhale, crunch across the body. Inhale, up and extend. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Exhale. Now we're already here, so let's bring that elbow over. Reach the right hand up to the sky. It's up out of the waist, yes. Exhale, sweep down and back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, sweep to the sky, reach through the fingers. Exhale down and back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Reach up through those fingertips. Bend into the left knee. Pull the 2 heels apart. Lengthen the back of the neck. And then back up to Warrior 2. Left leg is on fire. Bring it down. Step back. Woo! Let's keep that left leg working. This time, hover the right foot. Bend your left knee and reach up through the right heel. You got room to lift. We're gonna tap it out, back up. Tap it in front of you, that's as far as it goes, and back. Right foot taps to the left. Push up and back. Woo! Set it down. Pedal. This time, right foot comes to the front. Left foot spins out. Windmill Warrior 2. Strong and stable. All right, left hand down behind you. Right hand to the sky. Bend at the elbow, bring the hand to the back of the head. Inhale, lift through that elbow. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, crunch. Lift and extend. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Reach it up. Exhale, across the body, squeeze in, lift and spread the toes. Woo! Bring that elbow down. Left hand up. We'll sweep it down and back. Inhale. It's exhale down, excuse me. Inhale up. One more. Right leg's burning. Bring it back up to 2. Down to the mat. So let's step back. Oh. Okay, right leg stays stable. Push your weight backward. Sweep your left heel up to the sky. Hold. Shift the weight forward. Left leg taps out. Up and back. Step it as far forward as it goes. Up and back. Over here to the right side. Up and back. Down dog. Woo! Okay. It's dolphin time. So, hands down, elbows down. Hips up, you get the idea. But rather than craning the neck and shortening the low back, I want to slightly tuck the tail and engage the low back, walk my feet in. Now, if you have the benefit of being at home and you're near a wall, find your wall and your shoulders are stable, you can play with a forearm stand. It's not something that I can do. When you're ready, knees come down, child's pose. push down. We'll come back up through table. Let's play with our balance here in tabletop. Spreading the fingers out nice and wide. Reaching the right toes back. We did that, you know, stuff with the leg earlier. Lift the right leg up. We're gonna walk the left fingers forward until we can balance on them and pull that mat back toward you. Up through the heel, then turn the thumb, up through the thumb. Rather than up and down, let's go out to the side and back in. Out to the side. Exhale out. Inhale in. One more time. Woo, lost it. Back in. And two hands, two knees down. Flip that right palm, give it a break. Tuck the left toes, walk the right fingers forward, press into 5 fingers and drag the mat toward you, lift the heel. Flex the foot, press down through the knee, press up through the heel. Up through the thumb. Inhale, lift. And then out to the side, exhale. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. One more. Back into center, reach up tall, and 2 hands, 2 knees to the mat. Inhale, heart forward, exhale, rounded spine. Flip that left palm. Let's see if we can have a little more fun down here on the floor. So walking the hands and the elbows back to the mat. Wider stance is great. If they crunch in, they get a little crunchy. You're not able to wrap and engage your shoulders down your back. So squeeze elbows into the floor like you're trying to press them together, but have a super wide stance. Tuck your toes and see if you can walk up back to that dolphin-like position. Now you might need to go out wider. Look, that's much easier for me. Press down, even if I bend my knees. Look, if I bend my knees and do this weird squat, I can come closer and closer to my elbows. Now, you can also go for blocks on the elbows here. Getting a little closer still. We're trying to put our knees in our armpits, which is a particularly awkward thing to do when your elbows are on the floor. What we're working for is that position where we can find maybe enough weight to tip yourself forward into baby crow. Woo! My forehead is like centimeters from the mat there, friends. That's not far enough. One more time. Ah, squish. There it is. Okay. Back to the top. Woo! If you found baby crow one of those poses that is stupid and impossible, I agree. It's kind of dumb. Don't worry too much about it. We're just working what we can with our body. Back to Tadasana. Time for the backward bend. So arms up wide and high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And then just cross your ankles. Sit your hips down and land on your butt. Before we get to backward bends, let's do just a tiny bit more seated twisting. So starting by hugging this right knee up into the chest. Sit up nice and tall. Give it a squeeze. Even the foot can be off the floor here. Wherever it works with your belly and your body. Pull up a little bit taller. And then take that left hand, slide it down, and grab the outside edge of that right foot. Lean a little forward so that bony protrusion underneath your heel, or hip, excuse me, is pressing into the floor, the ischial tuberosity. And then begin to lift that heel with the left hand. Now, if that doesn't work for you, you can grab the outside of the leg here or the underside of the leg. We're looking for a little bit of length through the spine And then begin to walk these right hands back around behind you. Press into the fingers, twist away from yourself. Woo! Reach out through the fingertips, up through the thumb, look with the eyes, twist a little more. Bring that right hand back around, two hands to the foot. You can draw it up and in a little bit more. Pull the knee even behind you, like we're threading an arrow into the bow. Awesome. Re-extend that leg. Thanks for the comments, friends. If you haven't commented yet and you're just tuning in, comment in the thing or share it. Tell somebody about this really weird guy in Oregon who's working out in an empty room. Pull the knee up into the chest with royalty-free music. Those of you that come to this kind of class normally know that usually we have a pretty fun bopping playlist. Grab the outside edge of that foot with your right hand, push it forward, but all for now. If you are a musician or you know any musicians who are able to share low cost or royalty-free music, let me know. I'd be happy to compensate people for their work so that we can share it with you. Press through that heel, turn a little more. Woo! Come back into center. Switch two hands to 2 feet or 1 foot and pull that knee into the chest. Maybe it comes back behind, but keep that weight slightly forward into the heel and that knee digging into the armpit, just where we wanted it to go with our baby crow, right? All right, good enough. Set that foot down onto our backs for our backward bends. Feet flat, shoulders relaxed. Take a couple breaths here, friends. Hi, Hillary. Thanks for being here, Jess. Next track. Bridge pose time, friends. So don't scoot those feet in too close. Take them out a little wider, press firmly down, exhale deeply, and then scoop yourself up to the sky. You might shuffle the shoulder blades, you might press into the back of the neck, press down through the elbows, and don't use 100% glutes. Maybe relax them slightly and see if you can use outer thighs, hamstrings, and whew, even more space behind the back to push up a little higher. Ah, 2 more breaths. And then lower all the way back down. Take a gentle side to side. Let's do that one again. Finding again your position. Feet flat, back of the neck nice and long. Press down, scoop the tail, lift up, reach up a little higher. Press through the elbows. Lift up a little more. Woo! Relax the toes. And then all the way back to the earth. Again, windshield wiper in between. Now, I haven't done an upward facing wheel pose, Dhanurasana, in a while, but I'm gonna give it a shot today for my third option because I'm feeling pretty good. Probably because I've done, well, we won't count a lot of yoga lately, mostly just me chilling. Hands can come up overhead. They don't have to be that close in. In fact, you could start with them wider apart. Press into those fingers. You might even start by coming up just on the back of the head to give you a better position, and then press up into those individual fingers and pads. You might rock a little forward or a little backward. Proprioception is always kind of funny here. Press down and try to move your heart toward the front of the mat or the back of the mat and the tail a little toward the knees. Press down a little bit more. Hold here for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, woo, grab your index finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, flex them. And then hug the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. Oh yeah. Okay, butterfly pose, friends. You earned it. Woo! Knees fall open. And it's customary to keep clenching here a little bit by default. Press into the soles of the feet, lift the hips up a little higher, pulse to the sky, relax, and then set yourself back down. Let the knees fall open a little bit more. Woo! Couple deep breaths. And then ever so slowly, wiggle the feet out and the knees back up to center. Find that neutral spine first. Imagine that the low back is nice and flat. Right here, we're going to do the same thing we did in the seated position. So pull the right knee up into the chest. Try to grab the outside edge of the right foot with your left hand, or grab the back of the knee. Send it to the sky. So traditionally, we face this with two shoulders straight up, but let's turn into the twist a little bit here. Take it a little more passively. If you have a hold of your foot, you can create that passive twist on your side here. And then two hands back up to the foot, bend the knee. If you can't get a hold of it, grab the back of the thigh, pull the knee down, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, chin to chest, forehead to knee. And then set that leg back down. Ooh, shake it a couple times, right and left. Bend your left knee. Hug it in. Oh, yeah. And then reach up and try to grab it with the right hand, or you grab the underside of the knee from the inside, turning left hand out to the left and chin toward the left hand. I know this isn't tradition in yoga twists in the supine, but let's have a little fun. Mix it up a little bit of all times in our lives for change. And then back up, two hands to foot, lengthen the back of the neck, press up through the heel, but tuck and round, forehead to knee. And then set that leg back down. Hug knees in. Couple breaths here. And then go ahead and extend your legs nice and long. We did it, friends. It's Shavasana. If you made it to the end of class, thank you so much. Please like the video, please subscribe, please comment. Please tell your friends. I know I ask a lot, but I love you, and you know that. So thank you for your support. And we're just all trying to survive. Also, holler at me and let me know what you're doing. What you're doing to take care of yourself and what you need. That's why we're out here. So I look forward to hearing more from you from out there. See you tomorrow. Bye.